Hi, Days fans. It's us again. The Olympics completely messed up our momentum or lack of it. So anyway, Michael Phelps, kudos and all those goals. But you screwed up days for us, okay?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
We had high hopes that the first Monday after the Olympics we would be.
We weren't drinking before the Olympics, and now
We went 5 weeks over the summer, no alcohol at all, so we're back. But anywho, let's talk a little days. Let's talk about...
You mean the E-Jammy show?
The Daysaster. What are your feelings on the Daysaster? Was it a pass, fail? How did you guys like that storyline?
Ask me. F. It was terrible. I mean, I know it's hard to do, but they killed Jack. It was like nothing happened.
I want to know what Matthew Ashford is thinking right now. They brought all these people in, like Madison, Jack, for this big, huge thing, Austin, Carrie, and now they're getting rid of all of them, and they are killing them. I mean, they're not just like.
Well, they didn't kill Austin.
Carrie and Austin are getting to go back to Switzerland, but Jack and Madison they killed, and Madison died in someone's arms. So I mean, like that one, you're not going to write yourself back out of that. Now Jack's died a million times, and he's come back each and every time, but he's like in an elevator. You know, I don't know how they're gonna. It depends if they show his body. If there's a funeral with Jack's body, I don't know how they're gonna talk their way out of that.
But compare the way they wrote Lexi off and the way they wrote Jack off. It's like night and day. Lexi was like, "This is gonna be the Academy Award performance," and you know, it was awesome. And then Jack, it was like boring. And then when what's his wife's name? Jennifer found out that he was dead. It's like, oh, and then 5 minutes later, Jack was so. I mean, she's already like lamenting over his death, and
like when
and laughing, and
when Julie came up and was starting to already tell little nostalgic stories, I'm like, it's a little soon. It's been about 5 minutes since she found out he died.
Yeah.
So I'm sad to see Jack go. I'm sad to see Matthew Ashford go. I really enjoyed him at Day of Days, talking to him. He was an interesting guy to interview.
Singer too. They're all singers.
Oh yeah, they're all talented. No, Rafe. The whole time I was watching this past week, I'm like,
where's
Rafe is not in this disaster at all. And at the very end of Friday's episode, when they started showing someone's hand on the other side of the door for Sami, I thought that's going to be Rafe's hand. But I was wrong. He was on the inside, about to stop her from opening the door. So Sami now has Lucas,
Rafe,
and EJ freaking going after her. What is that about? Carrie kind of paved the road for that. She's like, I think you still have some feelings for Sami. Like, no. But she wouldn't say that unless the writers wanted to plant that seed.
Well, we don't know that Rafe has feelings for her. Just because he showed up, he's a cop, for God's sake. Just because he showed up at the safe house.
No, but because Carrie said that would, believe me, they don't say things like that on soaps unless it's supposed to mean something.
Okay, let's just rewind a little bit. The Jammy fans out there, they must be dancing in the streets. Oh my God. Just when you think that making a body double and having him rape your girlfriend over and over and putting your husband in a dungeon isn't enough. Oh, and she shot him, and he made her think that her baby had died in a river.
Yeah. No, after that body double, we thought, no, there's no way they could come back together. But they did when they had their morning sex, as I like to call it. MOURNING.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell you, my first thought was, not only are we seeing them kiss and stuff, it's their first night in the safe house. I mean, what is going to happen here? But now Rafe's there.
Right, I was kind of bummed out to see Rafe. I wanted to see some.
I wanted to see what EJ had in mind when he said he wanted to pick up where they left off when he got home. But now he's got a freaking bump on the head. And Lucas, all right, Haley, cover your ears. Not the other Loomies. Cover your ears.
They're out there like some kind of disease, or I don't
cover your ears, you Loomie people, because I don't get it.
Now
tell me the truth, Loomies. If you were Sami, And you had EJ and Lucas presented to you.
They go for Lucas. They hate EJ. They go for freaking Henderson over EJ. They hate him so much.
Are you basing your decision on character or looks? I just want to know. Are you going on character or looks?
Character.
Because Lucas, man, he does not do it for me.
I hope we never meet Brian Datello after this. We're pulling off the gloves, aren't we?
I'm not worried about meeting Brian Datello. If they're getting rid of people left and right, do you think he's going to make the cut?
He's going back to Hong Kong.
Yeah, they're going to send him away. Stephanie's already cheating on him.
Oh my God.
Rafe's in the wing. She doesn't need a third string boyfriend.
EJ's like, Lucas is a distraction. Lucas who? What? Let me put my tongue down your throat again.
So we shouldn't, but come back for more. Yeah, that's not nice, Sami. Not nice.
Yeah, that'll last about, a couple months before he, rapes Marlena or something.
Jamie,
well, he's got to do something even more heinous than...
Listen, we can't offend the Loomies and the Jammies in the same recap. That's just, we gotta pick some
Why
fan
not?
base.
It's kind of fun.
I want to talk about Maggie and Daniel. Has he always called her mom? Because he called her mom about 5 times. All in one conversation. I don't think my mother's been my mother as long as I've been alive.
And since when did Daniel get a conscience?
And I don't call her mom every
He does anything that wears a skirt, anything from Kate to Chelsea and everything in between. My God.
It's like when Lucas talks to Will, or EJ talks to Will, he says, William, every sentence. Well, William, you're going to belong to me, William. And you're going to do whatever I say, William.
Yeah, he calls Sami Samantha.
No, but he doesn't say every sentence like he does to William. All right, so...
Hospital's open.
Yeah, the hospital.
And Maxine's back.
Maxine's back, and Father Max.
Oh yeah, it comes out of nowhere. What was he hiding in the closet or something?
I don't know. They need priests when the mayor's gone and there's a crisis. But Daniel, just when Nicole finally decides whether she wants to be with you or Rafe, then you start to decide you are using her as some kind of addiction, drug, etc. I hope they send him to sex therapy or something. To escape the emptiness you have had since you can't really use your hands to operate very well. But it was fine because you suddenly became an OB, so who really cares? You were able to shoot that, whatever the opposite of Pitocin was into her. What is going to happen there? Nicole is finally ready to be a romantic couple with him, and he's like, no, I don't want to be with him. Besides, now we can't screw anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, they have to throw that in. You may want to leave the room.
I'm like, what are they going to say that gets to leave the room? I thought they were going to say she was having twins or something. Because, Daniel's only been doing, OBGYN for about 20 minutes, so he might not have heard that there's 2 heartbeats in there.
She had to stop having sex when she was pregnant with EJ's baby. Oh, that's right. She wasn't pregnant. It was a fake bump.
Yeah, there's only so far that fake bump can go.
There's no way they can ever top that storyline.
I know.
That was so awesome.
But the way they topped it was that EJ's own mother did the same storyline. Or not mother, the body double or whatever.
Yeah, so we don't know who the heck his mother and father are. That's going to be interesting, do we?
Well,
EJ's mother and father.
No, we still think Kristen's his mother.
Well, we think it is, and I'm pretty sure, but who's the father?
I thought Ian was going to be the father. But now that's getting
Ian, who killed Stephanie.
Oh, I know, and Kate knows now.
Oh, man, he's a dead man.
Kate's totally setting up ready to kill Ian, and John comes in and he's like, no, Kate, you psycho freaking B-word. You're not going to send off my kid so we can go snort some coke again. No. And I didn't hear Madison say she loved Brady as her last words. Did Kate make that up to be nice?
I think so, man.
I didn't hear him say that.
No, I didn't
hear her say. I didn't know she was talking at all.
Well, it gets warm in this room when we close those doors.
Oh, we moved. Do you guys notice we have a new set? We have moved over the summer. I'm sure you're excited about that. Carry on. So that's all I have for my notes.
Who else? We haven't seen Victor in a while. Maggie.
What about Melanie and Brady? What about Melanie?
Oh, yeah, they're all...
Gabby. Oh, my God.
Gabby. What a psycho.
Is Gabby going to come? She was this close to coming clean, and that would have maybe helped her out. But now, freaking Andrew's in the same ER. And I love how Melanie jumps right up and is going to start doing intake at the hospital.
You know, she's barely off the examination table, and she's
She jumped off the exam table to go take care of it. But that's some good stuff. Andrew, I hope you tell everybody everything. Well, what's going to happen to Gabby when all this comes out?
She's got to go to jail.
Characters don't usually come back from this very much, except for Kate. But I don't know. So Melanie's leaving. Where are they going to send her off to?
I don't know. I gotta tell you, I thought the EJ Sam storyline was stupid until they started making out, and it got a little bit interesting. But that whole running away and
I have to tell you, JB
just
and
a means to an end.
JB and I in our days relationship is on tenuous ground lately. We are not as addicted as we once were.
You know, I'm thinking Days right now is at a C-, and I think it's, you know, and it's the writing. The writing is not good. Poor.
Is it because they're switching too much? You know, is it because things aren't, they don't have any continuity? Because, you know, we got all ready for the new writers last fall, and then they only kept them for like 6-8 months, and now we got new people. Once we have these people for a little while, what I think is the problem is that I've said this before with the last writers, but it seems like they're trying to get that feeling we had in the late 80s, early 90s when Days was like on fire. But that whole time period of the late 80s, early 90s was very, very special in that we can't pull that crap off now. That over dramatic stuff. That was okay during the 80s and 90s.
They're playing their trump card. They're doing the e-jamming thing, and that they're hoping is going to pull the whole ship out of the water.
Which there must be a sweeps week around Labor Day, because they did this whole Sami shooting EJ in the head Labor Day weekend of 2010, was it? Was it 2 years ago?
They got to throw a Hail Mary. They got to make Sami pregnant with EJ's baby, and he's going to have 2 on the go again. Ooh, replay.
Oh my God.
Nicole and Sami, and then they can just, maybe they'll give the entire audience amnesia and they can do another baby switch, and maybe Nicole's other baby's going to show up. How would that be?
Oh my God.
Then EJ's going to have 5 kids already.
Why not?
Awesome!
I don't know. Okay, so this is what we want you to answer for us. Loomies. Is it character or hotness that's making you go for Lucas? Second, disaster. Was that a pass-fail for you? And third, how do you feel like the new writers are doing right now? What grade would you give the new writing? Okay, that's all I've got.
Ooh, that was quick. Okay. All right, the couple that watches stays together.
Stays together.